did you find, because we were talking briefly before the podcast started,
Mhm.
there's 44 people. There's
Yep.
different types of people there. Did you find like little cliques, like little, like here's the hooligan aspect of
Dude,
YouTube.
right?
Here's
No.
the, yeah. Did you see any
I
of that?
thought no. I thought it was like obviously like there's some of us that have met before, so we kind of like stuck together in a way or like talked because we wanted to catch up. Like
Mm-hmm.
Neil EN187, like I hadn't seen him since before he went on keto and like lost 100 something
Yeah,
pounds.
I've been
And like
following him. He's doing really well.
I know, and I hadn't seen him since the SCMM before he started. So I saw him and I was like, Neil, what the hell, dude? Like I didn't even recognize him. Like
Yeah.
so just stuff like that where I think we there was a clique of like the moto vloggers who were like catching up with each other, but that quickly dissolved because like everybody was kind of trying to get to know everybody there, regardless of where you were from. There were people from Canada, and then I think the rest were from the States. But yeah, like just got to meet people, and I don't know, it was really awesome. I got to meet a lot of like cool women riders, and
Yeah, I saw a picture. It's like there's like 8 of you or something. That was
yeah,
really cool.
there was a lot of women there. It was really cool.
Yeah.
And then yeah, I mean, I got to bring Alex with me, which was freaking awesome. I initially called back and I was like, hey, got your email, just making sure this is like legit. He's like, yeah, it's legit. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, is there any way that I can bring Alex? He's just like my right-hand man. You know what I mean? Like he's my supporter. Like he helps me with everything. He's like, yeah, actually somebody just bailed, so you're good. And I was like, all right,
wow,
sweet, let's go.
That's cool. Yeah, that worked out great.
It really did. It did. So
yeah, there was like no talk. I was hearing from, I heard from Yammie Noob, I heard from Doodle, and then I heard from you. It's like there's this Triumph thing in Tucson. I'm like, man, I haven't heard shit. I was like, I mean, and that's fine. I was like, but is it a real thing? Is it like somebody's trying to like grab a bunch of people and kind of do some weird things? But it actually it was a real thing. So
no, it was a real thing. Yeah, and I talked to Adam too about just like if he would have just went after like the biggest channels. It's like, I don't think it would have been the same.
Yeah,
I just don't think it would have been. I think, you know, it was a good mix of like, hey, it doesn't matter. Like none of us were like walking around like, oh, how many followers do you got? How many subscribers do you have? There was none of that. It was just very like, we were all excited to be there. We were all just happy, and we were all just like, it was like a really good time.
Yeah,
it just was.
I've noticed that because I've talked to Walterific, I've talked to Chase on Two Wheels, I've talked to Yammie Noob on the podcast, and and the only like the thing that I really realize is that everybody's just a person.
It's
like
so true.
None of them are like, hey, I have, you know, 500,000, this.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever said that. So when I get recognized at some of these demo events or some of these things, I'm like, I'm just a normal person, guys. Don't hold me to some standard.
Right.
Even at 40,000 subscribers, but I can't imagine like Walterific at 2 million. And a few other people, but yeah, we're just people. We're just,
I know, it's so
everyone's
true.
People.
And people are so different from their videos too. I mean, like not in a bad way, but like I met Snowcat for the first time.
Yeah.
And I like sat next to him and I was like, hi. I'm like, I know who you are, but I'm going to introduce myself anyway. And so we got to talk a little bit, and he is just like such a genuine dude. But I used to watch his videos when he was doing the whole, like, I'm angry and I'm Snowcat and I'm in Calgary. And I told him, I'm like, I thought you were going to be mean. Like, I was scared of you. Like, I didn't know you were going to be this cool, dude. He's like, yeah, man, like whatever. So it was pretty cool to like interact with people that I've only seen on videos too. And then like actually get to meet them as well. So.
Yeah, I met him in 2015 at the Southern California Motovlogger meetup. And
you went to SCMM too?
Yeah, in 2015.
In 2015.
Yeah, 5 years ago.
Yeah, man.
I think I had like 3,000 subscribers or something like that, maybe.
Yeah.
But I met him, and the same thing. I was like, man, is he gonna just like, is he like his videos? No, he's just a chill guy, just kind of hanging out. Same thing with Jake.
I know Jake is so sweet.
So just chill. I walked up to him. I didn't know it was him. I walked up to him and I was like, hey, nice Indian Scout, because I guess they let him borrow it. And I was just talking to him, and it's like, oh wait, you're Jake? Oh, hey man, I watch your stuff. Like I didn't realize, I didn't recognize him. That was back when a lot of people didn't show their faces, you know?
Yeah, you're right.
I'm like, okay, all right.
Yeah, my first year was in 2016, so I missed the like OG stuff, but
yeah. After that first one, I just like, nah, I'm good. Somebody crashed on the way to Palm Springs. I'm like,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was one of those things.
We've never had a crash every year ago.
No, really?
No.
Oh, good.
No. I know. I know, right? It's like great.
I'm glad.
I know.
So you're up in northern though. You're Northern California.
Right by San Francisco.
Okay.
I'm in Techlandia.
Why don't they do a northern motovlogger meetup?
Well, I feel like I'm the only one up here. I'm like all by myself. I don't know. I mean, I hosted a Halloween ride.
Okay.
And I did one in 2019, and I think I just don't want to be in charge of group rides. It's stressful for me, and we talked about this, but I was an EMT for 5 years too, so I'm always worried about people's safety and people I want people to get home safe, and I don't know. I think that'll be my last one for sure. That was my last one. I'm good off the group rides.
I think after people ride for a little bit, they're like, man, group rides are just not as fun as they looked like they would be. And they're just sketchy and very scary. They're like, they're worse than car drivers sometimes.
Yep. Because you don't know the people's riding style. Like some people really like to ride like really close to you and like see if like Alex and I go ride, like we give each other space, like, but we ride together all the time. So we read each other. We know, like we have, chemistry. Whereas you like throw 5 other people in there, throws it off. You're like, okay, like, are you going to go or are you going to go? Like, and we have lane splitting here too. So that adds a whole nother element to group riding.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Trying to keep up with the group after they've been splitting for a little bit. You guys are all screwed up.
Yeah. So lane splitting sometimes can mess things up. Like if a car like gets in the way and we're already splitting or, other things. But
well, how was that giant group? Because I saw you guys riding. How was riding with this group of people during this Triumph immersion thing?
It wasn't bad. Not at all. I think everybody kind of kept their distance. We all stayed in formation fairly well. The only thing that was kind of sketch was that the instructors like didn't really know the route completely. So like they were like, make a right now. And we were like, oh, well, shit. Like there's like 15 of us, you know what I mean? So there were a couple things like that, but I don't think anything was like very unsafe. I think everything was pretty good.